Hey everybody, our book for Tuesday by Kenneth Kragle is Green Pants. And on the back of the book it says, "Behold the power of green pants." Now, it's been 20 years since I fit into these, but I always keep them. These are the best green pants in the world. They are crushed green velvet bell bottoms. I will get into them again someday. They're pretty tiny, but these green pants are awesome. So when I saw this book, I immediately thought, hey, do I still have that pair of green pants that I haven't been able to fit in 20 years? Of course, because when you have a pair of green pants like this, you never get rid of them. They are authentic from the 1960s, so I'll get back into them. Probably. It'll take months, maybe years, but I will get back into them. That's why I love this book, because I love my green pants. Jameson only ever wore green pants. When he wore green pants, he could do anything. He could dunk. He could dive. Although you probably shouldn't dive into a pool with pants on. It's really heavy. And he could dance. Look at that. Sometimes people tried to get Jameson to wear pants of a different color. But one way or another, Jameson made sure they didn't end up in his closet. Oh, he put it on the dog. One day, Jameson's cousin Armando came by with his fiancée, Jo. Jo had the nicest smile Jameson had ever seen, and her eyes seemed to sparkle like the autumn sun shining upon a running river. "Hey, Jameson, we have a question for you," Armando said. I love that description of Jo. Nicest smile, her eyes seem to sparkle like the autumn sun shining upon a running river. That's really descriptive. "Would you like to be in our wedding?" Jo asked. "Absolutely," Jameson replied, staring deeply into Jo's bright eyes. The next morning, Jameson's mother said, "You know, being in a wedding is a big deal. There will be a lot of standing." "No problem," Jameson said. "And you'll have to smile nicely for all the photos." "No problem." "And you'll have to use your best manners at dinner." "No problem." "And one more thing," his mother said slowly. "You'll have to wear a tuxedo." "Okay," Jameson nodded. "No problem." "Jameson, the tuxedo will be black." "What?" Jameson gasped. "Black pants? Black? Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm afraid so." At the tuxedo fitting, Jameson rejected every pair of black pants that he was given to try. But he was quite impressed with how striking his green pants looked with the rest of the tuxedo. His mother, however, remained firm. If you want to be in the wedding, you have to wear black pants. The day of the wedding came, and Jameson still hadn't made up his mind. "I'm sorry you have to choose," his mom said, "but I'm afraid you must." "But how?" Jameson cried. "It's impossible." But all too soon it was time. "Okay, Jameson," his mother said, moments before the wedding began. "This is it. Have you decided?" "No." "Well, it is a tough decision, but I know you can figure it out." She kissed his forehead and went inside. Jameson sank in despair. "But how? How? How do I make such a decision? Arg!" Just then, Jo appeared. Her hair played happily in the sunny breeze, and her eyes shone like the summer stars, and her smile warmed his very soul. "Hey, Jameson, I'm so glad you're here. I'll see you inside." And just as quickly as she appeared, she was gone. Jo's soft, sweet voice lingered in the air, and in that golden moment, Jameson's choice became clear. The wedding began, and Jameson appeared, right on cue, looking quite dashing in his tuxedo. During the ceremony, Jameson stood very still. Afterward, he posed for every picture with perfect charm and grace. At dinner, he was pleasant and courteous, and his manners were impeccable. But the moment the dance music began, a pair of black pants fell to the floor. And Jameson danced like no one else has ever danced before. So in thinking about this book, Jameson loved those green pants. But for Jo and Armando's wedding, it was really important that he wear a tuxedo. So he made the best decision he could. He wore the tuxedo for the wedding because that's what was expected, and that's what was right. But then when he had a chance to cut loose, there were those green pants. So great little lesson. And that sometimes it's not what we want in the moment, it's what's good for the event and good for the wedding. But there's a time and place for who we are to really shine. And for me and these green pants, it will probably be years from now, but I'm going to do it. I won't be able to dance in these pants like the way Jameson dances in his green pants. I'll be lucky if I can breathe. Have a good day.